Mics are live. Jen, I know it's a short time, so I'm gonna kick it off. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to GoodFlickas, home of the GoodFlickas. Can you take our critiques? Let's find out as we dive into tonight's movie. It is the first slam dunk, right? Like,
Yes.
I struggled with this title a bunch of times when I was talking about it. The first slam dunk, streaming on Netflix. That we were talking about that tonight. I am of course Matt. We apologize. I apologize for the late beginning.
Yeah, it's not a collective apology.
It is not their fault. It was mine. I was stuck at work late. It happens. I do apologize to everybody, including my fellow hosts. But I'm excited to talk about this. I was able to watch this movie, so I'm excited to talk about it. And I'm of course Matt. We do not have Brian joining us tonight. He is taking a leave of absence. He's on vacation for the weekend.
He's on that vacay.
What's that like? But we do have Jen joining us with Kiwi as always, looking fabulous. The two of you. Is it a trying to figure Roma? It is a Roma shirt.
It is.
Okay, nice.
Of Roma.
Well, I didn't know if it was like one of like Brian's where it looks like it's just like some sort of logo or Italian thing, but it really says like Tony Roma's or something, or like it's.
No, this is the one that they got me when they went to Italy.
Nice.
It's legit.
It's legit. It is from.
It's from Italy. Rome.
It's from Rome. Well, it looks good. And I like the panda slippers too. Those are cute.
Thank you.
We also have Nick joining us, aka as Nick.
AKA Nick.
Yeah. Not. I feel like you're losing steam on the nicknames, or is it just because these haven't been good movies to get nicknames from?
Well, I mean, for this one, I guess, yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
But it's more like the comedy stuff that it's like easy to get nicknames from. You know?
It doesn't stop Brian. We need commitment from you, Nick.
I know.
No, it's
well,
all good.
I got on at 6:15 and I thought I was late, so I was like, I got no time for this.
No, you're an hour early apparently.
Yeah.
That's all right. You don't need a nickname because we're gonna call you Nick all night anyway.
Because Nick is my name. Beat.
Do you need it?
There you go.
Do you need it? Did you need it?
Yeah, we'll fix it in post.
Yeah, we got this.
We'll fix it in post live.
Yeah. All right. So Nick, this was your pick because Jen, you guys swapped. So with that in mind, do you have a pick for next week, Jen? Okay, fabulous. So we do have next week's pick in line. That's good. But Nick, why did you pick this movie?
Wait, Matt, anytime you talk, it sounds like you're like in a sleeping bag and you're just...
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is this better now that it's closer?
I couldn't describe it, but Jen, that's a great description.
You're in a sleeping bag and you can't get comfortable.
Interesting.
Like it to me, it sounds like when you start like a cassette tape or like a VHS tape, and it's like that little like that crickly crackly sound, you know?
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, does it sound better now that the mic is closer to my face?
No.
Still getting it. Okay.
I think you must have some like gate or like
I feel like
gain or something.
I literally have not changed anything since the last time we've done
Oh.
this. But that's the beauty of live audio. Either way, Nick, you tell us why you did this, and I'll mess with this.
Yeah, I thought this was a good pick because we were kind of doing an unofficial March Madness theme that we never decided on, but are kind of doing. And yeah, so I was kind of looking at basketball movies and This is one I had seen recently, so I was like, okay, I think this would be an interesting one for the group. Like it's a little different, um, but I think it's a great story, um, and something interesting and new, and something from a different culture, um, that maybe you guys just haven't thought about or seen before, and I thought it would make good discussion. So, and I really like the movie, and so I thought I'd want to share it with you guys. So that's why I picked it. As he walks away.
Yeah, I guess I'll go first. uh, so
I can still hear you guys. I'm just messing with the mic.
Oh, are your headphones wireless? Okay.
They have a 10-foot cord.
Oh, it's
wow.
like a telephone from the 70s where like you answer it in the kitchen and then you walk into your bedroom and you have the cord all through the hallway.
Exactly. It does not go out of style.
I love that.
It's a classic
Can we bring that
design.
back?
Like I think house phones in general. Like who do you know that has a house phone?
Nana has one.
Well, somebody that's not Nana's age.
Yeah, someone that's not 99.
Yeah.
That's ageist, Jen.
Yeah. I don't think not many people have house phones.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so what is it called? My first slam dunk?
The first slam dunk.
Oh,
The
the
first.
slam
The
dunk.
first. Mm-hmm.
The first. So I've never seen this movie before. And here are my thoughts on it. It was good, but I felt like it was missing something also. And it kind of dragged out for me on the first hour. The second half was really, really good, but I feel like it's like they were trying to hit that emotional point and they kind of missed it for me. But the look of it and the artwork is absolutely stunning, and I think even with it not being like a very enticing storyline for me, just the visual of it kept me drawn in, and it felt kind of like a train wreck. Like I couldn't help but watch it and see like what else will happen. Um, but with that, I'm gonna give it a 3.4.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like I should write these down. Okay.
Yeah, I should write them down.
I got it. Okay. 3.4 was it, Jen?
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like it might be one of those, like, if you watch it more than one time, then you'll pick up on more things from the story. But it's just like, it's different.
Yeah.
Different.
Okay. So this was first time watch for me. I'd never heard of this before. I do think, and we'll get into it when we get to like the fun facts and stuff. I do think that I've seen clips from the original anime, but I've never watched it myself. So I had no clue what this was going into it. But it's been a while since I've watched an anime, and I'm not a huge anime fan, but I do enjoy it. And it's not for everybody. So, Jen, I know that in the chat you kind of brought up a Whisker Away or whatever it was that we watched,
Yeah.
where like
Oh yeah.
anime is it can be very artistic. The story sometimes is very like it's difficult to follow because there's a lot of things left up to interpretation. It's just there's a lot going on, but ultimately it's beautiful. And that's what I really liked about this one. I thought the animation was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed how a couple of points, I think it's the start and the end credits, I think, where you kind of see like the hand drawn process and like the building of the animation. And now we're anime. Like I really like that aspect of this, of getting to that reminder this is animated. And then the movie starts and I think the story is. I think it has a great story. There's lots of things for me to say about this, but I don't think that the storytelling overall is the most effective. I don't think it's the most enjoyable it could have been, and it's why I'm really curious what the and I'm jumping fun facts on this one, so I kind of apologize, but not so much. This was the director's debut, but he is also the writer and creator of the original anime, I believe. So it's really great that he's so involved in this one. But I'm curious what his style is compared to the original anime's style and that kind of stuff. Um, so I've got lots to say. I don't want to take up too much time. I really did enjoy this movie, but I thought it could have been better. I thought the storytelling could have been a little bit more polished. The story itself could have been a little more clean. But I really do enjoy the storytelling of the fact that they took a basketball game and stretched it an entire movie, especially when like the first half was done. Like in the first half of the movie, I'm like, shit, you're gonna make this whole game last. Like I don't know if you can pull it off, but he did. He absolutely did, and I really enjoyed that. I also really enjoyed the basketball of it. That was something. It's not often that like basketball movies make me really care about the sport and like understand of like yes there's an intricacy and an art to it, and like it's battle. It's like it's a physical game as well as a mental game, and getting to see that side of it. So I really enjoyed its portrayal of basketball and the kind of that the what goes through an athlete's mind and like the drive that they push themselves of like I got to give it all. I got to leave it on the court. So really enjoyed all of that. But all of that to say, I give this a 3.9.
Not quite a 4.
Not quite a 4. I think there's a lot of good in this, but I think it could be better. But I will say it made me very interested in the anime, and I'm contemplating looking a little bit more into it to see if I want to try and start it.
Anime's great.
I'm actually uh I'm happy with your guys's initial thoughts. I really thought based on if history repeats itself of like the one or two animes I've picked before, you guys were very just like, oh, I don't know. But I'm glad to hear your thoughts on this. Yeah, where do I begin? So this is a second watch for me, and um, I guess I'll first say, Jen, you kind of said it. I think the second watch is way better than the first because the first watch I was so enthralled by the animation that following the story took like a back burner. And so when you watch it a second time, you're not as wowed by the animation like you were the first time, and you just kind of happen to focus on the story more, and then especially the details that you miss. Like there were so many details I missed the first time that I caught in the second time. Um, so I personally highly recommend watch this a second time, not right away, just sometime in the future. Um, because my score, like I thought about this after my second watch, I was like, oh, my score the first time probably would have been lower, but it's higher now because of this second watch. Um, but anyway, so I think this movie is phenomenal. It's not perfect. It's not a 5 out of 5. I'll just say that, but it is absolutely incredible. The the whole story of this movie is it's like two stories happening simultaneously. One being the game of basketball, like the level of detail to create from scratch like a hypothetical basketball game, with the plays and everything, and the characters that you have to write to put that to life rather than just like hiring a bunch of actors to play a basketball game. Like the level of detail is just to think of it all is absolutely incredible. The plays, the players' responses, the movements, the like tricks and the jukes and everything. It's absolutely incredible. So that story of the actual basketball game, phenomenal. And then the second story of getting all of these backstories of all of the players on both of these teams, or at least on one team, getting everybody's backstory, um, and then one from the other team, really makes you emotionally connected to the basketball game that they're playing. Because now it's like you're rooting for these people. Like you want them to succeed. You don't want them to get hurt, or like you understand like what they had to go through while they're playing this game of basketball. So it's just like these two worlds, these two stories coming together like harmoniously. It's incredible. Um, and again, you'll see that more on a second watch because I didn't see it as much on the first. Um, yeah, definitely cried a few times. I think even though the movie focuses on the main character, it does deviate from it a few times, which is okay. Like it's not my favorite, and I think that maybe that's kind of part of how this story could be told better. Um, and the animation is incredible. The music is so much fun. Um, they really tug your heartstrings. Oh man, there's it's so unique. Um, and the animation style is just incredible. Yeah, it's a heavy drama, but it's definitely one that I feel connected to in some way. Like even though I can't relate to a lot of these players, backstories and histories, like I feel like I'm connected to them in some way. Um, but yeah, so I'm giving this one a 4.7 out of 5. Phenomenal movie, but the only reason why I take off some points is maybe the basketball does run a little long. Um, like just for the sake of the movie, maybe, but um and there's like tiny things here and there that I'm like, maybe just change that a little bit. But overall, 4.7. It's a phenomenal movie. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, I've got to respectfully just disagree. Like, I love how long the basketball goes.
Okay,
I I
interesting.
I really enjoy that part of the storytelling. The fact that
Yeah.
feeding back at me
But what?
said it's feeding back at me like I heard it. I think probably from your speaker. Um, so I'm gonna bring the mic closer and just not talk so loudly. Um, I'm gonna get my sultry voice on. All right, for all you out there on the airwaves, this is Cool Cat Matt talking to you live with the GoodFlickas. Anyway, um,
You do have a face for radio, Matt.
thanks, man. Oh, so sweet of you. But yes, yeah, take that out. So now I can't hear myself coming back. Um, yeah, I like that aspect of the storytelling where it bounces back and forth from the basketball game because it, like I said, the basketball, a lot of the times, like you I think in every, like at least in the basketball movies we've watched already, the real intensity comes from like you're seeing the score like just rack up, rack up, rack up, right? Like, but it doesn't mean anything. You're just like bounce the ball, make a basket, crowd cheers, woo! Like it doesn't feel like you're really connected to the sport. It doesn't feel like you're
Hmm.
connected to the game. But this was a way where I did feel really connected to it. You're getting the insight from the players as players of like, how is he like this? Like he's so good, and like, oh my god, I'm so tired. Blah blah blah. I can't even lift my arms. I gotta push through. Like it's you're getting that inner monologue of them having to push themselves into this game. So you get that aspect of it, but you're also getting kind of like you're seeing their personalities as players come out and like what they're capable of. So it's like highlighting, yeah, this is what they do. So like you're getting those big moments. And when you're seeing a differential of like 20, 30 points, which already looks bad, it seems like, oh my god, they could do it. They're like, when you're getting, they're like, all right, we're just 20 points, all right, it's just 10 points, or like you feel that intensity a lot more because you're now ingrained inside these players as players, whether you're conscious of it or not. You're thinking about them as they're thinking about the game, and it's why you're rooting for them, is because you see that they're struggling, and the other guys, because we're not really connected to them, we're not getting so much inner monologue or anything, we don't we don't really want them to win. We're connected with these guys because they're the underdogs, and this is like they've got to
Mm.
fight for it. Like we're getting all of that. And I think that this method really connects you as the viewer to the game. I'm not a basketball fan, but this made me care about basketball. It makes me want to watch an anime that's entirely about this. Like to me, this felt like it was written by somebody who is truly passionate about the game of basketball. And I get that sense because I can feel
The movie makes you want to play basketball,
it. Right? Like
right? Doesn't it?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a good sports movie, like a good written sports movie is one that makes you really care about the sport, but also want to be a part of it. Like it makes you feel like you love the sport now. And
Yeah.
that I think this one does a good job with that. Like I said, like this showed me a different side of basketball that I really appreciated.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. Um,
All right.
all right, hit that song.
Fun facts, fun facts. Sit your butt down cause Brian's in town. Fun facts, fun facts. Here we go now, so let's talk about fun facts.
I forgot to beep it.
Oh.
I forgot that was a thing that we do when he's not in town.
Yeah, well, I forgot he wasn't here. Oh, just kidding.
I'm bummed because I was looking so forward to hearing him try to pronounce the names.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Can
that
we
would be
just
that would be
motivate to do
fun.
that?
That's really why he went on vacation. He was like, Nick's gonna pick an anime movie. I'm out. Sorry guys.
Yeah, he sensed it before I announced it. All right. Today is March 16th, 2026, and the movie The First Slam Dunk is streaming on Netflix. It was released in 2022, so a fairly recent movie. It was directed by Takehiko Inoue. I think Inoue. I think that's how you say his last name. Yeah, Takehiko Inoue. Um, the budget is undisclosed. I couldn't find it unless if Matt you did. You're muted.
Sorry. If you looked on IMDb, no.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean I can look to see if it's on there, but
Yeah.
I assume you look there.
Yeah. So budget, I couldn't find one. But the worldwide gross is 281 million, approximately. Which is pretty good in my opinion. Because I'm assuming it was a theatrical release, probably heavily in Japan, but this is worldwide, so I'm sure it's including U.S. and Europe and stuff. Ratings. IMDb is giving this one a 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Letterboxd is giving it a 4.2 out of 5.
Okay.
Nothing from Roger Ebert at the website. Let's see.
I
Jen
really,
gave
I
this a
really
3.
am curious what Brian would have to say for this one. Like, it's like, especially what it was a 4 something from Letterboxd. He'd be like, I don't know. I feel like he might have opinions. Jim was a 3.4. I was a 3.9, and you were a 4.7.
3.9 plus 4.7 equals that divided by 3. Oh, so yeah. So the GoodFlickas, we are giving this one a 4 out of 5.
I feel good about that.
Yeah, I think that's a solid number for this.
Oh.
Awards, no Golden Globes, no Oscars. The only award I could find that was worth noting was that it did win Best Animated Film in the 2023 Japan Academy Awards. Which, speaking of, the Oscars happened last night, and a little movie that Matt and I saw last year won Best Picture of the Year. Did you hear about that?
I was seeing like glimmers of wins, but I didn't see anything specific. Like I wasn't really paying attention to it. So it won Best Picture.
Yeah.
That's
One
awesome.
battle after another. Yeah, one Best
Yeah.
Picture.
That was a fun one. Hey, shout out Sacramento. What up?
Yeah, yeah. That's cool.
That's
I don't know what
awesome.
the other categories were, but
I think I saw. Did Sean Penn win as well for his role in that?
did Sean Penn win best? Was it
I think supporting actor.
supporting actor? I think. Yeah,
What movie?
one battle after another. It's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, okay. I don't know it.
Yeah, you might like it. I don't know. I mean, Leo's in it.
Already winning.
I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think you'd enjoy it. I think you have to go in knowing like it was advertised as this going to be like massive shoot 'em up, bullets flying all over the place, which it does happen on occasion, but not nearly to the degree that the trailer would have you believe. And it's actually kind of funny. Like, I mean, some of it's a bit dark humor, but it's kind of funny.
A lot of dark humor.
Yeah. So I think if you just kind of go into it with the expectation of like it's not going to be a fun romp and it's not like some super aggressive gory shoot 'em up. Leo plays a lovable fuck up.
I mean, he plays like an anti-hero, right?
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but
Yeah, it'll be streaming. We'll pick it.
I'm just saying, like, I think a lovable fuck up is probably like a good way to describe his character in that movie.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
it's a pretty simplified version of it, but
yeah,
I think it's fitting.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. So yes, I don't pay attention to the awards too often, so.
Yeah, although we happened to watch the like local news. So I think CBS 10 Sacramento, like one of the guys was at the red carpet. I just have to share this story because this was crazy. I was watching this with two of my friends yesterday, and he's on the red carpet. He's like talking about, celebrities that are walking the red carpet and everything. He sees Rita Wilson, who's Tom Hanks's wife. The host sees her, and this is totally impromptu. He like sees her, and he's like, "Oh, you want to come over, like chat, or whatever?" And she comes over, and he goes, "Hey, it's Rita. It's Tom Hanks's wife. So how's Tom doing?" And she was like, "That is so rude and so inappropriate." And my friends and I were just cringing so hard. Like, why would she's more than just his wife? She also he didn't even say her last name. He just said, "Hey Rita, Tom Hanks's wife. How's Tom?" Like so.
No, how are
man.
you doing? No.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, are you working on any new projects? You're an actor too.
I'm sure there's a clip on the internet. Like, look it up after this. It's gold. It's yeah.
That is.
And he did apologize. Like, he owned, like, after she walked away, he owned up to it. He's like, "Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that." So he manned up and owned up to it. But man, in the moment, it was very, yeah.
Having zero context other than what you just gave us, I could see how a person could like do that and say the wrong, like just not thinking, like so blind to the situation here, dude. Like I could see it happening by accident. The fact that he owns it up, owns up to it, kind of gives me the vibe of like I don't know what I was thinking. I just like was going for it and brain shut off. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So either way, like rude though. Like come on, Rita Wilson. Like so. Ugh.
Yeah. It was yeah. I just had to share that little tidbit with you. Okay, actors. I'm not naming anything because I don't know any of the actors, so I don't know if Matt, you recognize anybody.
I didn't bother looking. I didn't bother looking through this one. The point the reason being because the cast, I believe, is probably like the full cast in like 6 different languages at least. And I
Well,
just
and
didn't
like
feel
I'm
like,
sure the English dub is not the original cast, right?
oh, definitely not.
Yeah, so
But so I
it's
don't
kind of
know.
hard to
Like,
talk about actors in this one.
well, let me. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna recognize anybody by name, obviously. I'm scrolling to see if there is like in the English dub, but
Like an English voice actor, yeah,
see if there's anybody that just
pops out. Well, while you do that, I'll get the fun facts going.
okay.
There were a few. Like I thought that was worth mentioning. Matt did mention the first one already. That this film was what's his name? Takehiko was his directorial debut film. Um, and that this film is derived from a TV show from the early 90s called Slam Dunk. And there's also a manga about it too.
What's a manga?
It's
It's the book
kind
version
like,
of the anime.
yeah, it's like comic book.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's like a Japanese comic book essentially.
They're pretty awesome. You read them backwards.
What?
You read the manga backwards.
Oh, see, I've never read a manga. I just know what they
No?
are. But you read them. You read them backwards.
Yeah, it's yes, it's very confusing for somebody who reads just like an English book. Yes, they read backwards. So you read it and it's kind of disorienting at first, but like you kind of get the flow of it. But essentially you start and you open with the first page. So like you how do I describe
It's
that?
you don't open to the last page, right? You still do this
Okay.
the same page order, but you just start at the top right, I think.
No, okay. So like this is a normal book, right?
Mhm.
Is how we're looking at it. This is how it opens up. We would read it this way, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this would be the cover. And on a manga, this is the cover. That's page 1. I have to
Oh, I see. Like literally backwards.
yeah, I'm going to have to change all my shit cuz I just gave something away. It's whatever. So yes.
Yes, give us our social
yes.
security.
But yeah, so it reads this way, and you kind of read, so like you read right to left, not left to right.
Weird.
Yeah, that's strange. All right.
Yeah.
A little fun fact within the fun fact.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, so the film used. I didn't notice this the first time. The film used 3D CGI for the basketball scenes, and then they intermixed that with 2D animated scenes for the flashbacks.
I noticed the 3D most like easily in the net. There were a couple of
Yeah.
like really good shots where like you could just like, yeah, that's not.
Well, in the clothing, like when the shirts like have their own movement, like the jerseys when they have their own movement.
A lot of it was just
like-
really good. I feel like with like Across the Universe, Across the Spider-Verse,
Mhm.
and what was the other one that they've done?
Into the Spider-Verse.
I think well the you got the Ninja Turtles one, and I think even the Wild Robot did this a little bit, but like this kind of blend of 2D 3D stuff that they've been exploring with. I think it looks really good in this, and it's like it's a seamless transition. But I feel like the 3D isn't like it's not overwhelming.
I think the certain animation, like the name for this type of Japanese anime, it's not like traditional. It's not like a traditional anime style. I think it's called like shounen. Shounen. Hold on, 1 second. Shounen.
That I would not know.
Oh, Oh, there we go. Oh, interesting. So yeah, shounen anime. It says on here that it's a type of anime intended primarily for boys.
Oh.
I think I could be wrong.
Maybe that's why I gave it the lowest score.
Be a boy, Jen. God.
I'm not.
Be better. Just kidding. Okay.
I should have been the one on vacation. My brother should.
So the basketball players, they wore Nike and Converse shoes that were authentically from the early 90s in the TV show. So they carried over the same styles and fashion into 2022. And that was something I noticed a lot more in the second watch was the shoes. Was the 90s Converse and the high top Nikes and stuff. Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
Okay, I definitely noticed the shoes, and I loved them. Seeing those, God, I can't remember his name, but the redheaded guy. We'll get into names soon.
Sakuraki.
We'll get into it later.
Yeah.
Because he had the black Jordans, and was like, yeah, dude, those are sick. Like I immediately noticed the shoes for all of them, and like the Converse and stuff like that. They looked great, and like, you know how like Miyazaki, the Ghibli films make food look incredible.
Oh yeah.
This guy was making shoes look incredible. Like, these are animated
see.
shoes, but I'm like, damn, those things look sick. Like, to be fair, the seed has already kind of been planted of like Nike Jordans in my head, and I'm like, I don't know why. Ted Lasso, that's why. There's like, I don't know why Jordans are popping up a lot lately for me, and I really like them. And this movie did a great job of making the shoes look fantastic. The Jordans in particular.
Well, Jordans are Nikes, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just it's the style of shoe. It's the
style
design,
is what you're
yeah.
talking about. Yeah. Okay. So this is probably a little bit of a divisive fun fact here, but there is a silver lining to it. So if you didn't know, this is the highest grossing basketball movie of all time,
Whoa.
surpassing Space Jam, which its worldwide gross was about 250 million, and this movie was about 280.
Wow.
So this is the highest grossing basketball movie of all time. However, Space Jam is the highest grossing basketball movie in Hollywood. So I'm going to throw that out there.
Space Jam is a close second.
I mean, would you want any other basketball movie to be in Space Jam's place?
Maybe the one I'm picking next week.
Oh.
So we are sticking with basketball. Good to know.
Yeah. I felt like I had to.
It can't be the fourth one and not.
Don't be a loser, Jen. Pick a basketball.
Especially when you switched with somebody.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Sano basketball team, the rival, the one in the white jerseys, the Sano team, is based on a real Japanese high school team. And the last one, in the movie's title, The First, references the director wanting this to feel new to new viewers. The second meaning is that this is the first time the story was told from the main character, Ryota, his perspective, while the TV show focused on, I think it was the redhead, the Sakuraki. So we got more of a focus on a different character in this movie, which I thought was a really smart idea. Even though I haven't seen the show, I think it's nice to give another character a spotlight. Yeah. You're muted.
I wasn't muted, and then I muted myself, so I hit the button. Oh. Idiot. No, I did. I really like that too, and it's one of the things that interested me in the show was knowing that it focused on a different character and stuff. And I like how this movie did a good job of giving enough information, enough of their origin stories from the show for you to like understand who they were and like what they were going through. So like let you know, like connect with these with the teammates and like their hardships or whatever, like their struggles for how they got here. But not linger on it because they're not the focus of the story. Give you enough context so that you care. But focus on our guy. He's the real star.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that's it. Those are all the facts.
Nice.
The fun ones.
All right. Well, we got Jen for 9 minutes. So, the start of the movie, I'm going to admit this right out the gate. I don't have notes, so I don't specifically remember how this movie kicked off. I do remember it was the drawing, as I mentioned before, that animation that leads to the two teams walking up to each other, but I feel like that was later on, or it was the very first thing.
So the very first scene is the two brothers, so Ryota and Sota.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing basketball, like in that basketball court near the beach.
Yeah.
It's just like a 1v1.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sota's kind of being hard on him, like, hey, you got to get around me, do this pass. Like he's really being like mentor, making his little brother better. And then Sota gets hailed down by these two guys for the fishing trip on the boat.
Yeah.
But Sota had promised Ryota that he was going to play one more game. And so when Sota went on the boat, Ryota gets pissed and cries and is like, I hate you. You promised one more game. Hope you never come back. And then that's been the animation starts happening with the players. We essentially get cut to that.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, it was a really good one, and I liked the scene. It was beautiful, them playing basketball and everything, and kind of seeing that dynamic. Is this also the same time where they show that? I think it started with. It seems like it's memorial for Dad, and Big Brother says, we're gonna take care of everybody. We're gonna take care of the house.
Yeah,
And
he was like, I'm the captain.
I'm the captain of this house.
Yeah, and you're my co-captain.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like trying to console Mom and everything.
Just do whatever he can to step up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and that was, that's the kind of stuff that felt interesting to me because they never explain how Dad died, and I don't know if there's like more to it, if it's just sudden thing. Ultimately, I guess it's not really that important, but you would think that like that trauma would be kind of brought up a little bit with Mom having lost a son after this. Like she lost a husband and a son. Like it's a lot for her. Of course, we're not telling her story, but at the same time, it's not addressed at all either. She's just kind of seen as this other person who is like an aggressor for our main guy. Like you're adding to the problems. Why aren't you doing more? Why aren't you doing less? And just that they're kind of at odds, and they never really. Okay, I'm seeing it. This is the part of the anime where I say like they leave things up to interpretation for this. It's artistic. They don't tell you the answer for a reason.
Yeah. Well, and the mom's role is really just as like a not a crutch, but like an emotional reason for Ryota to like do better, right? Like he doesn't want to disappoint her, but that's what he feels like he's doing.
Mm-hmm. But
But then he realizes that she has always supported him in playing basketball,
mm-hmm.
So it's just that relationship of they both have lost somebody and they're trying to connect with each other
Yeah.
more so.
Yeah.
And so that's the reason, really, the mom, like she's like, we're not focused on her story, but she essentially supports Ryota's story.
Yes. As I was coming to that conclusion, it's like that's kind of the beauty of them not explaining or having so much of like that talking going on, is like because we're just seeing Ryota's reaction and response to it all, we don't have her context, you know, we don't have her
Mhm.
her explanation of things. So we get to the conclusion and we're left up to our own interpretation of how they got there, like how like what it all means and why it happened that way. I like that because it adds to the rewatchability.
Well, are you saying like the ending of how like the two essentially make up, or
Yeah.
like how the two connect?
Yes, like well, and just really how all of it kind of comes together, right? Because I mean, they have that moment on the beach, but they also have her coming to the game and all of this stuff, and
Mhm.
why she doesn't want him playing in the first place, and all this stuff. Like we get enough of like a here's a breadcrumb of information. Do something with that. Like it's a little nugget of information that allows us to feed our imaginations of what that means, what she's feeling, without her like saying or explaining anything or it being explained.
Like going into exposition.
Yeah,
You know.
it's
Yeah.
it's left for us to interpret what she's feeling, what she's going through, and
Yeah.
within the context of what we see. And by the time we get to the end, and they kind of have like the come to moment, like it feels natural because we we know to accept it, but
Mhm.
it allows us when we rewatch it to have a different interpretation.
Yeah.
It's going to get to
Um,
the same conclusion, but it doesn't mean we can't interpret something differently.
Right. Sorry for the hard tangent, but just for the sake of time,
Yeah.
Jen, is there anything that you like want to talk? I mean, we haven't done memories yet, so let's start with memories. And Jen, you can go first.
Really the main memory, so it's definitely the story of the brothers for sure. But like a
Mhm.
visual memory I have, and it's interesting that you mentioned it, it's like the 3D CGI, is that basketball hoop.
Mm.
It's just like it's stuck in my head. It was so beautifully done. And it's just I don't know why I like it so much, but I do.
I know
That's
I've had that thought too. I was like, man, that is a beautiful hoop net
Mhm.
or hoop net animation.
that's the slow mo of it, just like it looked really good.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Matt, do you have any memories?
The Jordans. I don't know. Like I like seeing
Okay.
seeing like like I don't know why like that the black and red Jordans and like if I'm not mistaken the whole team is like what I was reading about the anime is that the redheaded guy is like connected to I think is Scottie Pippen. And like the whole team is kind of like representative of the Bulls, which is why they have like the red and black. Is like their uniforms are the Chicago Bulls, and he's
I
rolling
think
out there with the Jordans. Like he's superstar. What were we saying, Jen?
I didn't even think of that, but you're right.
So
Yeah.
again, this was stuff that I was reading. Like it's why I'm interested in the show. Like it's just like it gets me really intrigued. I'm like, and I again the writer director was the guy who made the show, and or the was it the manga as well? Either way,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
I thought so. Like he is the creator, and I mean like I said, you can tell that he has a passion for basketball, for all of these connections to make sense, but also just like the way that he's telling the story around basketball. The whole thing is slam dunk. It's about a basketball team, about a high school basketball team, and
Mhm.
incredible story. It did remind me a lot of One Tree Hill. If that's,
Mhm.
I had
I
a
got
feeling you might have had the same feeling. So there was some of that in there, which was kind of fun to kind of see some parallels.
I haven't seen that, so I can't comment.
Oh, you're
But
missing out.
yeah, my memory with this movie, I think, is a scene. Um, it's the scene when Ryota is in his brother's bedroom and like
Mm.
he has the mask on, like the red and white mask, and his mom comes in and she's like, I I just want to tidy up the place, and then we should move, and oh, you shouldn't have to wear that jersey just because it was your brother's, and like she's really feeling like she needs to move on, and then but Ryota's really wanting to hold on. Um, and so they get into like a very emotional, tug of war with Soda's stuff, right? Um, and just like that just hit me. Like it hit me in the feels really hard because like that has to be difficult, to have a loss in your family, and but like you still have their bedroom like set the way it was, when they were alive. Um, and then when you have family members that feel differently about how to go about that, like it's like the hardest feeling, like it's the hardest feelings that people can have, not agreeing on how to move on from someone's death. So yeah, so that scene was a memory for me just because it was very emotional, very real, um, heartbreaking, and just yeah, all of it. So um, I don't know. My other memory really is just I guess it is the 3D animation of the basketball game. I think there's nothing else really like it for me. It's so unique. It's so this movie. Yeah, those are kind of my two big ones. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. I the storytelling, like the back and forth, I really enjoy it. But basketball was good.
Yeah. All right,
I
Jen.
was just gonna
Any last
say,
words?
yeah.
Anything else?
Who wins the movie, and what are we watching next week?
I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, it's
That's okay.
Who wins it? I'm gonna go with the mom wins it because she did like a huge character arc in this film, like to be so lost in grief and kind of stop living and forgetting about those that are still there, and then to slowly come out of it. It was something beautiful to see. So I think the mom wins it for me. And then next week's pick is on Disney Plus, and we're all gonna cry. To keep the basketball theme going, we're gonna watch Air Bud.
Okay. I literally so many basketball movies went through my head. Like, don't pick that one. Don't pick that one. Don't pick that one. Don't pick that one. Air Bud. Okay.
Air Bud.
It's been a minute. Air Bud.
Yeah.
All
The
right.
I
goal-
forgot Air Bud was a I thought it was like a soccer movie. I didn't realize it was basketball.
He doesn't
I
do
just forgot.
soccer until like the fourth movie.
Yeah, like there's so many. So we're going to like the OG.
OG.
I think
Yeah.
it's basketball, football, baseball, soccer.
Santa.
Santa. Oh God.
What?
She's not wrong. The switch it to the air pups or whatever it was. Ugh.
All right, Air Bud. Okay.
Air Bud, all right. She did it. She did it. She's gonna make me hate the clown again.
Yeah, I hate him too. But it should be good. Let's see if my brother cries.
He better. He's heartless.
Let's go for it. All right, guys. Sorry to make it short. I gotta
It's
go.
okay.
No worries. You gotta do what you gotta do. Sorry.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Chin.
You too.
Have a
Happy
good one.
Day.
Yes. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Wish me luck.
Oh yeah, happy day before.
Yes. Shot. All right.
Car bomb, bombs, everybody.
All right. I try not to say that anymore because, not cool.
Oh, because like the political
Yeah,
association with it.
well, just all
Oh,
yeah, all of it. So, but I will say, they're delicious, and I definitely had one this year.
I try not to talk about them, but I'll drink them.
I will drink them all the time. I won't name them. I had that.
Call 'em-
It was funny though, because I did it, and then Jamie was like, "Oh my god, you chug it?" And I'm like, "Yeah." If you
Yeah. Oh yeah.
if you don't, it curdles and it gets gross. Like, no, you got to drink it
Yeah.
fast.
You don't sip it. Ugh.
Mm-mm.
Obviously, she had never had one before. It sounds like.
She still hasn't.
Oh, I thought you were gonna lead with, and then she tried one.
No, I don't think she has any interest.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe you and I take a break and I go grab one.
Yeah, I need to pee. So
Okay. In the
I
first,
don't know why I just like proudly said that.
do what you gotta do. At least we don't see your toilet in the background this time.
That's true. Yeah.
But all right, let's take a quick break and
We'll take a quickie.
we'll come back. I'm not gonna play the theme song because I don't think we need to, but I'm just gonna bring our music back. All right. BRB. and I think it's worthwhile to like we're here. We're not visible yet, but that's because I'm making potions.
Matt's bartending right now. Is what he's doing.
Poorly, by the way.
Well,
Poor,
bartending to yourself.
poorly.
Hey, bartender.
Yeah. So, yeah. Speaking of St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, got any plans? Doing anything fun? Gonna find a way to make yourself some green beer?
I saw a T-shirt on Saturday. It said, "What is it? Is it Irish? Is it Irish? I was a little bit smaller or something like that. What did it say?
Feels like it's
Like I guess like being a leprechaun. Like
Yeah.
Irish, I was a little bit smaller.
yeah.
No, that doesn't sound right.
It feels like lyrics to a rap song.
Yeah. Irish. I wish I was Irish.
Yeah, that worked out. Not that it matters, it's not gonna last long. I'm one of those people who's very particular. I think Guinness absolutely 100% tastes differently in different glasses by different pours. So for that being the record, I think this is the wrong glass. But for what I'm going to do, it is the right glass.
Yeah, it should be in like a stout glass.
It's yes, a Stein glass, a stout glass. I believe it's more known as like an English pub glass. Is more accurate to its shape, but Guinness itself has its own specifically designed glass. And
Oh, it has its own.
it does.
Oh, I didn't
It
know
has
that.
its own. It's
Okay.
it's a very similar shape, but it's a very specific kind of like a bell shape.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. And it matters.
Guinness glass shape.
Yeah, man, it's real. I'm gonna bring us live now, just so that when
Okay, yeah, I've seen that before.
yeah, yeah, it's. I mean, it's not much different. It's just same, different.
Yeah.
Um,
Same, but different.
yeah, but I figure, why the hell not? What do I have to lose? And I figure when Brian goes to watch this later, we can give him a nice little, hey, how are you after the break with me taking a drink. Did you get yourself anything good for the break, or did you just run to the bathroom and get some ice cream or something?
I refilled my water, and then I made a little healthy dessert.
Yeah.
It's just 3 spoonfuls of non-fat Greek yogurt, two spoonfuls of cottage cheese, and then like I don't know, a bunch of mango chunks.
Gross. Like honey?
So
Any
good.
honey at all? Anything? Just
No, the mangoes are so sweet already. Like the honey would make it too sweet.
okay.
Of course, you would like the honey. I know that.
Give me all the sugar, man.
Yeah.
I did actually. I made my first batch of gummies. They're real fruit. I used raspberry, so they're sour gummies. They came out okay. Not fantastic, but yeah, I made little natural fruit gummy treats that are pretty
Are
damn
they
tasty.
fun gummies or
No,
just regular gummies?
and that's the thing. Every time I bring this up, people are like, "Oh, you're making gummies?" Like, no, like I like candy, so this is kind of me like dipping my toe in making candy, because if I can make like natural-ish candies, why the hell not? Instead of eating all of the main crap,
It's like I like candy and I like weed, but I don't like them together. It's like you don't want.
I mean,
there are just certain foods that you don't want to put.
saying that.
What?
I said I'm not saying that.
Oh, no, I'm just saying in general. People will say like, "Oh yeah, I like ketchup and I like scrambled eggs, but I don't like ketchup on my scrambled eggs." You know what I mean? Which I do. I do. That's why I'm using it as an example, because a lot of people don't.
It hurts me. It hurts me. It's so funny to me. I stopped buying ketchup. I have not used ketchup in years. the only time I need ketchup is when I'm going to make hamburgers, and it's partially for putting on the hamburger, but also for putting into the meat. Um,
Oh,
but like
yeah.
that's it. I do not eat ketchup. I don't use ketchup.
Hmm.
Don't use it.
Interesting.
All right.
Don't use it. It's out of my life.
Yes. But all right, to get us back into it so that we can
Yep.
chat about the first slam dunk, I'm gonna slam this. And for all
Nice
those out there,
segue.
right? Like for all of you out there, happy St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. Drink responsibly, be safe, have a good time if you're going out and doing anything. And for
My bowl
everybody-
is green.
I'll give it to you. I'm not wearing anything
Yeah.
green, but Slancha Prost. Here we go.
Bottoms up.
Oh, it's so gonna overfill. This is a
I
problem.
know. I see that. Go fast. Yeah. Lots.
There we go. And I saved it from overflowing. That was good.
That was great. And then you had a little extra for later on your mustache.
My little foam mustache. Hell yeah.
A foam stash.
A
Yeah.
foam stash. All right.
That was great. That was good.
All right. Terrific way to kick off the second half of our evening with just the dynamic duo.
Yeah, bringing it back.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Guess
All right.
who's back?
Mm.
Okay.
Back again. Oh, you're not gonna keep going? Okay, my bad.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. So we're just kind of free for all now. Yeah. All about it.
we're all over the place.
Okay. You said you don't have notes, right?
I didn't write anything down.
Okay.
I mean this when I say this. I 100% was watching this movie while working. It was I started on my lunch and just kind of like kept going. So I did not I could not write notes, but
Do
I
you
watched the
do
movie.
that on purpose? Like, do you actually wait until the last day to watch the movie?
No.
Or okay.
No, it just happens because my weeks get so out of control of like out of my control. I watch it whenever I can.
Okay.
Although
It just
that being
happens to
said,
be
like
kind of on Mondays.
well, typically like the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday after we do movie club, I'm kind of like, yeah, now I can relax because I don't have anything to do. Because the weekends, like I get some time to relax and stuff, but I've got hockey on Sundays, I've got movie club
Yeah.
on Monday, and then I'm working random days and hours and stuff. So it's
Okay.
it just gets exhausting. I watch it when I can. I wish I was more consistent. I talked with Jamie of like we should pick like a day, like Thursday. Thursday I watch the movie.
Yeah.
And I
Like I picked Sunday.
I would
know.
I would pick Sunday, but the problem is it's never consistent with hockey.
With hockey.
So
yeah.
it's like I could if I'm gonna watch it, it has to be like first thing in the morning, and it's not the most enjoyable time for a movie.
I like watching movies at like 10 a.m. on a Sunday.
It depends on the movie. If it's a movie
That's
where that
true.
I'm like getting up and like critiquing, I'm like I have to have like brain power to think about this. Like, nah.
Oh yeah, because you don't have the coffee and
I need
Yes.
my 6 cups of coffee. Yes.
your six cuppa.
Oh my god, dude, so much coffee. It's been nice. I've been making a full pot of coffee for Jamie and I doing the half calf, and it doesn't bother me. I don't care if it's like I want caffeine, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter to me if it's half calf or not.
Because you're numb to it now.
Exactly, it does nothing
Yeah.
for me. It's just like this is really good. This is
It's
really
the
good.
it's the ritual
This
of
is
it.
such a good beverage.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's nice having like the full pot because I can just drink as much of it as I want and not feel bad.
Yeah.
Versus
You know
where
what
I used to make just enough for me, and like I would finish it every time and be like, damn, I wish I had more coffee.
Also some for my girlfriend too.
I guess.
I just recently discovered drinking a cup of regular coffee at 2 p.m. in the workday.
Okay.
So I whipped out my Keurig that I bought like 3 years ago. Got it out of the shed, dusted it off.
Yeah.
Did
Cleaned it
just like
out.
a water cycle just to make sure it worked.
Yeah.
And then I bought it's Starbucks K cups, but it's like mocha.
Yeah.
Mocha coffee. And so I had my first cup today at like around 2 o'clock after lunch, and boy, was it so nice. It was so nice. Lately, after lunch, like I really do get that 2 p.m. slump,
Yeah.
and it lasts until like, I mean, essentially for the rest of the day. Especially on Mondays, like today, like I, I just get really, really tired, especially coming into this,
Yeah.
But like I feel good, you know?
Nice.
And
Well, I remember you gave up coffee for a good while.
yeah, because I was when I started to drink it a few years ago, I was drinking it in the morning because I thought well that's when everybody drinks their coffees in the morning. So I want to get in on this bandwagon and see what the craze is, Um, and I was getting like super dizzy, super jittery, like too like shaky focused, like try to focus on something and like everything shakes. Um,
Sure.
and I was like, okay, maybe coffee's not for me. I still have like a natural amount of energy in the morning, but after that 2 o'clock like slump, that's when my energy really dips. Um, so yeah, so I'm like, all right, well, how about we drink coffee in the afternoon when I'm actually feeling the dip?
Well, if afternoons are more your thing too, like, and I know sometimes hot beverage in the afternoon feels weird. Doesn't matter to me,
Actually, no,
but
I didn't do a hot coffee. What I did was I brewed it this morning, and then when I got to my desk, and then I put it in my mini fridge
there you go.
and just let it get cold,
Yeah.
for the next 4 hours or whatever. And then I have my creamer and just, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's exactly how I would recommend it.
Yeah.
Already doing it. Nice.
Yeah, cold brew. Like I guess it's a cold brew technically.
No, but
Like we get
okay.
there. It takes 5 hours to make a cold brew, but
It takes much longer to make a cold brew.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, glad you're back on the coffee train. Welcome back.
Yeah, we'll see how long it lasts.
Yeah.
You
You start getting jittery again.
So far so good.
All right.
All right.
Before we jump into slam dunk again, I went back and pulled up my a whisker away score, and I don't remember a ton from the movie. Like I remember a fair amount, but I gave it a 3.7. I'm like, interesting. I liked this movie more than I liked A Whisker Away, and like just kind of reflecting on that, I believe it. Like I did enjoy this movie a lot more than A Whisker Away, but I feel like while they both kind of had like the artistry and everything, this one had a better story.
Yeah. Well, and I think A Whisker Away, Brian's biggest critique of that one was that it was kind of kiddie, kind of childish.
I guess.
Which I can see, and this movie doesn't really have that.
No, this one was really good. Actually, it was pretty adult. I mean, hell, they threw out
Very adult, yeah.
They threw out-
very like coming of age, but yeah.
I mean, okay, I shouldn't say adult, but like absolutely high school.
Like young adult, yeah.
Oh yeah. Like I'm calling people like asshole and bastard and stuff like that, and yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
this ain't PG, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
There they are.
Okay. So trying to figure out like how to talk about this movie is interesting because it's kind of broken up,
There's a lot happening.
Like there's a lot, like we can acknowledge that all of the basketball that happens in this movie is great. Like there's a lot of really good plays. It kind of happens fast, and it really is just back to back to back, which kind of makes a lot of it not forgettable, but just it's unmemorable because it happens so fast and there's so much going on. Does that make sense? Like
I know what you mean, but you're not saying the right words.
yeah, it's like there's really cool things that happen, but they
Yeah.
happen in like 2 seconds here and 3 seconds there. Then it's just like jump.
Yeah.
And so I guess the thing that I'll just say about a lot of the basketball is the moves. I guess the plays is really what I want to talk about, is how everybody on this team, the Shohoku high school team, one of my favorite moments with this team as a whole is the coach, the white hair guy. Um, there's this one scene when, did I write it down? I did not. But there's this one scene where he like points to each of the players and he brings out the best characteristic about each of them. Like you're dangerous and you're a go-getter. You're, um you're feisty, but you're like a dribbler, or like
Yeah.
you're you've got the height, the jump height, and
This
the
is
passion.
what they
Like,
bring to the team.
yeah, like what they bring to the table as a team, and I think why they work so well is because they all have different um like skill sets, like different outlooks on how to play the game. And it almost, they all work in tandem when they do these plays of, oh, you like Mitsui, he's not really good at doing three pointers, but then they use that to their advantage to trick the opposing team to then pass the ball to Mitsui to make a three-pointer. And so the way that they communicate and coordinate all of the plays, it's just really fun to watch. um there's so many moments when they're jumping and they're about to shoot, but then they like bring their arms down and then up again as the opposing player, like defense, is like about to swat it, but then they do this and then shoot. Or they jump and then act like they're going to shoot, but then they quickly throw the ball to their side, like through the side to another player, and then they shoot. It's just a lot of the um like trickery, I don't know what the word is, like a lot of the like setting it up and then slamming it down kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's all really well played. and and like I said in my initial thoughts, to come up with all of that, like you really have to know basketball to come up with all of these plays as a writer, like as a film writer, for it all to make sense and be believable.
It is that what you just said is one of those reasons why I'm really impressed with this one as the writer director of being the original creator. Like it's nice. It's lovely to see that like it has come full circle for him, and all of his involvement from the creation of these characters to this moment. Like this is all him, and it's so well done. But the basketball in particular, like I said it before, I'm like it feels like this is a basketball story being told by someone who is passionate and loves basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And it's why, like, and I've heard people talk about different things. Everybody has that spark that is like, oh my God, that's the thing that is just like, oh, I could talk for days about that, And I love finding that thing with people because it's so great seeing that spark light up when somebody's given the green light to talk about that thing that they love. And that's what this movie feels like. It has this deeper story, it has this deeper meaning in it, but it's another opportunity for somebody who loves basketball to tell a basketball story and explain how, because I'm one of those people where hockey is my game. We all know this. And I've seen enough hockey games to kind of see the ebb and flow, like where things are going. And it's like, if this little thing happens, it can spark this, and watch what it'll go down. Like I've seen enough games. I've seen enough to know how things happen or can happen. That's what's happening in this movie. Like you're saying, somebody who knows the game well enough to choreograph these things, to come up with this, like to have that thought. I mean, I feel like they don't do anything crazy. Like as an anime, they could have jumped 30 feet into the air and come slamming down and just like shatter the court and the
Yeah.
Like they could have gone super intense with it. They could have gone that route of things, but they don't.
Like Dragon Ball Z
Exactly,
style,
right?
you know?
Like,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
I'm hell anything. I One Piece, considering that's one of the big ones that's happening right now, especially with the live action, right? Like, you could go that big over the top, but they don't. Everything that seems over the top, the way that it's shown through the animation is not done in a way that it's like it's inhuman. It's not supernatural. It's just like this is a person who has an extreme talent or extreme skill and has worked for this thing and is able to do this thing, right? Like every one of the players that they highlight on, I'm going to call them the red team because I cannot remember the name of the school.
Shohoku.
Shohoku.
Yeah, the white team is Sano, Sannoh, and then the red team is Shohoku, so Shohoku.
I'm gonna try my best, but I'm terrible with names. Like
It's okay. It's okay.
I meet people and cannot remember their names.
Yeah.
I'm terrible with names. Shohoku.
Shohoku.
So like with those guys, every one of them like has their talent. They have that thing that makes them special, and we get to see that highlighted. Like I mean, and it's seeing how it all comes together. It's really beautiful. And Nick, what's I can't remember. What's the sport that you've played the most? Because I know you've done I won't say rugby, but I can't remember what the Australian rugby.
Australian football.
Australian football.
Yeah. Which I just signed up for the spring.
Nice, man. But I know you've done that. I think was it softball or kickball or something?
I did softball. I think
Softball.
a year and a half ago. Yeah.
Gotcha. Did you ever play like competitive sports as a kid or like high school or anything like that?
Well, when I was like 5 or 6, I did a season of soccer, and I hated it. I wanted to quit. My mom said, "No, finish the season, and then you never have to play again."
Gotcha.
And then in high school, I did cross country and track.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So with cross country track and all that stuff, like how far did you guys get with like when you were competing and all of that? Not that it
was
really
usually
matters.
just like the invitationals, like
Okay.
the Saturday invitationals. Yeah, we never like really went to championships or anything like that. Yeah.
But you competed, I'm assuming, right? Like
Yeah, on like some level. Yeah.
you put up a fight. You weren't pushovers. So like you know that feeling of being in competition, right? Like you're surrounded by the enemy and you were doing whatever to track it. What was it you did cross country? You said
Yeah, cross country and then long distance for track.
what is long distance with track? Like
So it's like the 1600. It's the most like
how many
not-
laps is that around a thing?
I think it's like 4
It's like a mile.
or no, it's the 1600 and the 3200. So it's like 4 or 8 laps, something like that.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, it's not the most exciting. Like it's not like the 200 or the 400.
No, but like there's still something to be said about the endurance competitions, which I guess it totally makes sense that you're doing 10Ks and shit. I'm less worried about I'm less worried about you going up and down the hills now. Like you've got this.
Yeah, I'm not a sprinter. I'm a distance
You're
runner.
a distance guy for sure.
Yeah.
But still, like there's still a level of competition within that because it's whether it's more of a mental game of beating yourself or beating an opponent. There's a level of you want to win. Hell, and it doesn't have to be sports. It's just easier in this context. But you want to win and you feel that drive and what it means, like what you've got to do, that push. Like I want to win. I'm gonna do what I have to do to win. Fairly, of course. I'm not gonna hurt anybody. Let's be like let's play fair.
I will murder you.
Right? Like let's play a good fair game, but let's play a hard game. So you know what that feeling is. And with this, like with each one of these characters, I think they do such a good job of highlighting that. Like they all have their motivations for why they want to win. They all have their motivations for like what they're trying to overcome. And hell, by the end of it, they're like, God, I'm fucking gassed, man. Like I just can't do it. It's like, don't matter.
Yeah.
Don't matter.
My arms are tired. Okay, then I'll pass it to you.
Yeah.
That killed me.
Yeah, so there's some great moments within like just the sports telling of this movie, and I really, really enjoyed it.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
I guess one of my favorite side characters in the Shohoku team is Sagaraki, the redhead. A lot of the times, you know who he reminded me of, like, and who I would think would be most like is Brian. He gives me Brian energy.
Okay.
There's just something about he's passionate, right? He's outspoken. Um, there's moments when he's just a go-getter. Like he may be unconventional about stuff, but like he wants to win and he's
Yeah.
competitive.
Mhm.
And I think that those are all kind of qualities that Brian has. So there were a few moments when Sagaraki, there's one when he was open and he was like, "Why isn't anybody gonna throw me the damn ball?" Like, just like letting out that pent up frustration. I feel like something Brian would say if he was in that position on the basketball court.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'm over here, give me the fucking ball.
I can see it.
Yeah, and so I think, and then towards the end, he has an incredible just character arc overall. It's really with, actually he does it twice when he saves the ball from going out of bounds, and when he dives, and then it's like that slow motion of him diving. Beautiful shots, by the way.
Mhm.
But twice he does that, and he essentially risks it. Like, he risks himself because he hurts his back.
Yeah, he does.
And then my favorite moment is he's off to the side, and I forget the chick's name, but she was like, "You shouldn't play, like you shouldn't stay off the
Oh,
court
yeah.
or whatever." And then the coach then says, it would be my biggest mistake if I let you back out on the court again. Like, and because if something was to happen to you, like, that would be on me.
Yeah.
And then the cherry on top of all of this is when Sakuragi says, "How were you in your glory days?" Or
Mm.
what does he say? I wrote it down.
Yeah.
I kind of paraphrased it.
No, that I think that was pretty
Yeah.
close to the right quote.
Yeah, he was like, "How are you in your glory days?"
like
Because
when,
my
yeah.
glory days are right here, right now. And then he goes back on the court. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, like, can you get any more inspirational than that? Like, giving it your all when you still have some energy left in you, and like you're willing to essentially give it your all to help win the game. Again, that's just what I feel like something Brian would do.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Sagaraki's character, like as a support character on this team and in this movie, I think is one of the most compelling to me. And then it just yeah. Go ahead.
Because you're talking about Sakuragi, he's the star. He is the guy that we follow in the TV show. That's why I'm so intrigued.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did read that.
It's why I'm so intrigued, because it's in in some aspect he's the main character, and it's not until like the last 40 minutes of this movie that he really gets focus, and it's the like he's the genius, right? He's the guy, like he makes it happen, and it's like he's been shut down this entire game, and now coach is like, "Hey, I'm taking you out. I need you to see something." Explains it to him, and he's like, "That's what I need from you." And he's like, "Got it, coach. Game changed." And he's like, "Let me in, let me in." Like, he just like a freaking caged dog.
Yeah.
Gets out there, and in what I love about him as a character is that he is so willing to put it all out on the line. I mean, like he hurts himself, he injures himself, and he pushes himself through that injury to be like, "No, I'm not done. Like, I can push through this. I have enough talent and skill that I can help us get this victory. I'm not giving up. I'm I'm not sitting on
And
the
power and will.
I'm not sitting on the sidelines and watching it happen. And
Yeah.
it's really funny because like with the context of him being the main character of the show and this being the first game, I'm curious I'm curious if this is a game that happens within the show. Like, is this something that's acknowledged within the show of the canon and all of that stuff? Because it flashes to the moment where he joins the team and he finds out that I think it's Goliath, his sister, is the one he's got the crush on.
Mhm.
And like that's straight up the whole point of the show is like he joins the team because he's got a crush on that girl. Like that's the whole catalyst. That's the whole thing that starts all of this to take place. I'm like, so does this happen in the show? In which case, is that why I'm gonna call him Miyagi. It's our main guy. I'm calling him Miyagi.
Ryota.
Yes, I'm calling him Miyagi. I'm going by
Miyagi.
last name
Okay.
because I will not forget Miyagi. It's one of those things I'm like, yeah, he's fucking Miyagi, man. Like
Yeah, it's a little similar to another franchise.
Miyagi Dojo. Hell yeah. I just,
Yeah, yeah.
it's easy to remember, but also it's like, hey, main character, and I wonder if there's a weird connection I could make.
Yeah. Well, just specify if it's younger brother or older brother.
Fair enough. I will 9 times out of 10 be talking about younger brother.
Okay.
But anyway, so yeah, like Miyagi in this game, he has some contributions, he has his moments, but like he's not the star of this game. He's not getting all of the points. He's the orchestrator. He's the guy who's making it happen, to some degree. So it's like it's another interesting thing about this where he's the main character. We're getting his whole backstory and why it's important for him to win this game, and it's just, but he's not the star. He's not the star of this game. He's not winning. He's not getting all the points. Like, it's so different than most basketball games or any sports movie that you typically see, and you get those moments with what's our redhead again?
Sakuragi.
Sakuragi. He.
I think it's Hinomichi. Is his first name or last name?
Sakuragi.
Well, keep talking.
We're going with
I'm looking
Sakuragi.
up.
We're going with Sakuragi. Just like it's getting his whole, like it's him fighting through injury, doing all of this stuff. Like, yeah, you are the star of this game to some degree. At some point, they all are. You've got the one guy who's fighting through exhaustion, who just keeps hitting 3-pointers. You've got the other. You got Goliath. I feel like one of the other guys got like really shafted as far as his contributions, but maybe he's just the other guy. Who knows? He's the fifth man out there. Yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed the basketball of this movie, and I like how it balances the story of stuff. And it's so funny to me that you haven't seen One Tree Hill and you called the coach the guy with the white hair, like. The coach in One Tree Hill his name is Whitey.
Oh,
He's bald.
Does he look like him too?
Not kind of. He's got.
Like he's not a big guy.
Not really. I mean, he's a big guy. He is like.
Okay.
I just gotta show you. I just gotta show you Whitey. But yeah, it's funny. It really is funny how many parallels there are,
Including like they're playing basketball, like at the beach. Like that's the same thing that's happened. There's the like I think they call it the river court. It's a basketball court that's like right on the river.
Mm.
Here we go. This isn't the best picture of him, but this is Whitey.
Oh, okay. Just no white hair. Yeah.
He's completely bald, doesn't have a mustache, but he's a bigger dude.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe some inspiration. Do you think?
Weirdly enough, I could throw out there might be some inspiration from Slam Dunk into One Tree Hill. I would not say the other way around because Slam Dunk was in the 90s and One Tree Hill's 2000s.
Oh, was it 2000s? Okay.
Yeah. So but I don't know. I could see something.
It might be a stretch, but who knows?
I mean, like, let's call it very derivative, but
Sure. Yeah.
if you wanted to make that argument.
Um, yeah, were you finished with your thought? Or...
Yes. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep going.
Okay. um, well, you kind of mentioned, Miyagi, Ryota. Yeah, I just kind of want to talk about him for a little bit. You said, yeah, I agree. He's not the all-star of the team. He's not the main focus of the team. In fact, a lot of the basketball doesn't even really focus on him. In fact, you see a lot of reaction shots of him, of like he's kind of support for these other players. And then even when like when he's got the ball, the other players are kind of telling him like how to get out of the to get out of the mess or whatever. Um, so the thing that I find really interesting about his character is, he loses his brother, but he continues to play basketball. Um, and even when we have the flashbacks of when he's, playing like in elementary school, junior high, like those games, there's so much commentary from people who are saying like, oh, he's not his brother, he'll never be as good as his brother. And that's a main focus for his character arc, because he essentially is living in the shadow of his brother, like in the eyes of society, I guess. And it's like, how do you break out of that?
Well, and
It's like, can you, or is it just one of those things where once you get past a certain age, like at the end of the movie, Ryota goes to the U.S. He plays for a college team in the U.S.
is
but
that
his
what
brother-
had happened?
What?
Is that what had happened at the end? Like I kind of
Well, their jerseys say East Middleton, and I was like, well, that's all in English, so I would assume it's
Well,
the U.S.
yes, and it felt
because
very
their jerseys in Japan were all in Japanese.
Mm.
So I'm assuming it's the U.S. It looked like the U.S. But I thought he and his brother had said something about like dreaming of playing in the U.S. in the beginning of the movie. So
I might have
don't
missed that.
Yeah, I'm not remembering super clearly, but anyway, but at the end, Ryota's playing, college basketball in the U.S., which I don't think his brother ever got to.
No.
So
he
is
never
it
got
just
that
one of those
old.
things where once you surpass like the age and the like the level of the sport, that people are like, oh, okay, no, like he's doing better than his brother because his brother never got to that point. So he's no longer in the shadow. But is that just by default because his brother's not around? Like, I don't know. It's how do you as the kid deal with people saying you'll never be like your brother, and how do you as the kid get out of that?
Well, and the I think the real issue is they're comparing him to somebody who got to a certain level of skill and talent, and they had essentially endless potential ahead of them. It's like they are so good, they are so talented. Like as long as they keep doing or going on the path that they are on, nothing can stop them. And then freak accident happens. They never get the chance to really prove that. So now they're kind of like this legend of what could have been, and who else could they compare you to, right? Like you're their brother. Until you match up, you'll never be better than them. And that's an unfair expectation to put on, because like you said, it doesn't. This was the kid who dies. He has, like I said, endless potential. They see what he's capable of and know that he could be doing more in the future. But now you've got this guy who's not thriving or showing up in the same way that his brother did. And it's like, well, he's not his brother. He plays the game
But he's 9
differently.
years younger.
Well, there's no 3 years. They're only 3 years apart.
Was it 3?
Yeah.
Oh, they just went 9 years into the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the story. Gotcha. Yeah. 3 years.
3 years apart. But yeah, Like it's
Oh, I got work calling me.
give me just a second.
Oh, go for it. Excuse me. Ooh, the All American Rejects. Oh, we're leaving that day. Damn. Murphy's. Wait, Ironstone. Ironstone Amphitheater. Where's that? Oh, what? That's a random ass place. It just takes some time, little girl in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. It just takes some time, little girl in the middle of the ride.
I hope you didn't say anything too embarrassing.
Scare me.
You were still alive. Sorry, I didn't know how long that was gonna take, but I needed to answer. It was work call.
I just realized I was singing The Middle by Jimmy Eat World.
It just takes some time.
Time, little girl, you're in the middle. Okay.
Nice.
I was reading a email about like artists that are coming nearby, and I guess Jimmy Eat World is coming to Concord, California.
I
Like
always
East Bay.
I always forget where Concord actually is.
It's where the water park is.
It's somewhat helpful.
Like East Bay, like more inland East Bay. But yeah, Jimmy Eat World's playing there, and so I saw them and I just started singing the song.
Nice.
Anyway,
the whole world heard it.
yeah.
Okay. Slam dunking it.
Yeah, what were we just? Oh, we're talking about Ryota living in the shadow of his brother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, talking about like how you overcome like the whole idea of people saying like you're not as good as your brother.
Yeah. Well, I think what really sucks for him, for Ryota, was that like he's being compared to his brother, but he's not his brother. That's one thing. But also like when it comes to basketball, they're totally different. Like size being like the main factor, right? Like it's kind of clear that Ryota's like a smaller person. And like so he has to play the game differently. He has to adapt and find his way. So like let him be a freaking middle schooler. Let him be an elementary school kid figuring his shit out of how to play basketball as a little guy. And like leave him alone.
But that's the thing, it's like
he's not his brother.
But why do people feel the need to not only to think that, but to say it out loud? Like, what's your point? Like what are you looking to gain from saying something like that?
Fair point, and it's probably
Like,
why
it's
the
really
sister is
just
like fuck
judgment.
you guys.
It's just judgment at that point.
Yeah.
Like are you trying to say that you want Ryota to be better than his brother at this point? Like or just as good? Like what's their solution that they're promoting with their comment?
They want the brother. They don't want him.
Yeah, it's messed up.
It's
It's just gross, I think. It's
icky.
It's icky. Yeah. I wanted to expand a little bit more on Ryota.
Yeah.
So the story is he's living in the shadow of his brother. He constantly seems like he's disappointing his mom. Because he doesn't know how to actually deal with the grief. So he kind of does things that upset her, like when he gets into the accident and he's at the hospital, right, and like almost dies. One could see that as a selfish thing that he did because the mom already lost one son. Like she doesn't need to lose another. Or even with my memory of the whole clearing out Sota's room, and him and Ryota wanting to keep it as is, like that's upsetting to the mom. Like he does things that upsets her, but not intentionally. Like he doesn't want to upset her. And so that's like one of the big conflicts with him. He's a teenager. He doesn't know how to navigate these things, especially with not having a dad around. And then not being able to talk about these hard things with a mother who is very, I mean, she seems very emotionally reactive to a lot of things that happen in this movie. right? Like she doesn't appear to take things with logic. She's very reactionary. And so it's like, how, as a teenager, how do you reason with a parent who is reactionary like that to everything you do? You just can't talk to them about stuff.
Well, and because they had opposing ways of grieving, she kind of shut down in his eyes, you know? Like they don't talk about it. She's just kind of closed off. I mean, I feel like majority of the movie we never see her face.
Yeah, she's always facing away from the camera. Actually, a really good example of this, again, in my memory scene. So the movie starts out with them in Okinawa, Okinawa, Japan, and then when the mom says, "I think we should move," they moved to, I think it was Kanagawa, was the town or city they moved to, and you know that doesn't play out well because you think that by moving away, you're going to leave the trauma behind, right? Like starting fresh, a new life, but you're just bringing it with you.
Yeah.
So in fact, it almost makes it more traumatic, because now Ryota doesn't know. Instead of his mom talking about this, her solution is just to move, like, and not resolve any of the issues. So that's even more confusing to Ryota. So that's like one of the main reasons why I think she just is so emotionally reactionary and not seeing things with reason.
Yeah. I think she just sees so much of what's the older brother's name?
Sota,
Sota.
Sota, Sota.
Yeah, she sees so much of Soda in Ryota, and like it's one of those things where like you said, she packs all the stuff up. She says they don't have to compare you to him, and we should move. She's trying to run away from the memory of Soda because everything around reminds them of him. But the problem is she can't run away from Ryota, who is the constant reminder. And I think in his letter he talks about how, like, I know you don't like basketball or don't like that I play basketball, but thank you for not stopping me from playing. Don't like understanding that it's my way of staying connected to him. Like you tried to forget him. You tried to get away from him and forget about him, but I can't and I refuse to. And basketball was always my way back to Soda. I appreciate you not taking that away from me. Even though,
That was, like,
even if it hurt
the
you.
one thing.
Yeah.
It's the one thing that Ryota is holding on to. And like he should be allowed that, and that's like the saving grace of his mom. Because could you imagine, hypothetically, if his mom told him that he could never play basketball anymore because it reminded her too much of Soda? Like how damaging would that be to Ryota that he couldn't even do one thing that holds his brother's memory, like that keeps his brother's memory alive with him.
Well, and it's the thing that he loves, and the thing that he shared with his brother. Like it's much more than just the game.
Right. Yeah. It could be any sport.
Yeah.
It just happened to be basketball.
Yes. But like that's the thing. Like if she had taken that away, like it would have destroyed him. Like he would have he would have become probably an awful shadow of himself.
Yeah.
I feel like, well, he still has like his rough edges, and like obviously we see him getting into multiple fights and stuff, and like the dude could handle his shit and he could take a fight, but
yeah,
it's that would have been far more normal. That like he would just be a criminal, like he would just be a punk, and it wouldn't like he wouldn't be him. We see that he's a good-hearted person. We see that he is kind and that he cares about people.
Hmm.
But you take basketball away, that's gone. He's lost the
Yeah.
hope. He's lost the joy. He's lost the love.
Mhm.
You've
Yeah, it's
taken
the
it from
hope.
him.
It's
Yeah.
the hope. Yeah. And when you don't get that support from, you know, he's already not getting support from two parents, but if you're not getting that support from one parent, yeah, that's what leads you um to a life of crime, joining a gang, quote unquote, because people want support, they want connection, they want companionship, and if your parent can't give you any of that and they try to take that all away from you because they don't know how to deal with it themselves,
Yeah.
yeah, your kid's gonna detach from you. And maybe the mom knew that. Maybe the mom knew that she could not disconnect him from basketball because she probably knew that he would be a runaway.
I I I think at a certain point she realized that, because I like she pushes away, she pulls away, right? Like they move and everything. Like she does,
Mm-hmm.
she makes her move to get the clean slate. And I think that's as much as she can do. And she kind of like she recognizes like I've done as much as I can to move on from Soda,
Yeah.
but there's nothing more that she can do. Like what
Well, that she thinks she can do.
but there's like really what else can you do? You've literally have run away from the memory. What else can you do? You can't aside from what, getting rid of Ryota?
Yeah,
Like
like
what are you?
suicide. Yeah.
Well, I mean, like what are you gonna do? Like it's you can only try and make your mental state better to a certain degree, right? Like I mean, she moves away. That's what she can do. Everything else has to come from within her to change and to accept what happened. Like you've removed yourself from the physical location. Now it's on you. And Ryota doesn't have that choice. Like he was taken away from that physical connection. So now he's having to fight his way to to maintain that memory because
Yeah.
everything that was linking him was taken away. It's a different thing because of like parent versus brother, right? Like I mean, and age and everything. We see it a little bit with the sister where she's like, we should have a picture of him. I might forget what he looks like, kind of a thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like again, the mom's trying to run away from those memories. She's trying to forget him to make it easier for herself. But they're the siblings. They don't want to forget him. Especially Ryota, who I mean, he was a second father, and like it's captain and alternate captain, right? Like I mean, co-captain. It was
Co-captain. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I
That's
say
really good.
I say
That's a really
alternate
good.
captain because
Yeah.
in the subtitles it said alternate captain.
Did it?
I hate when the subtitles and the voiceover
The dialogue.
the dialogue don't match.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I thought it said co-captain on the subtitles.
It said alternate captain, and I noticed that because I still screw it up with the A on hockey jerseys being assistant captain. It's not assistant; it is alternate.
Oh. Yeah, because we know at some point. I think the movie starts with the grieving of their dad, right? Um, and yeah, because when Soda says that he is gonna be the captain of the family, um, it's actually it's the scene when they're in that little cave by the ocean, their little secret hideout. Um,
The treasure cove.
the treasure cove, yeah. This one made me cry a little bit too because it's especially when Ryota goes up there by himself and he just he sees like the red sweatband and going through the stuff that they have up there, and he just lets out that like belching cry. It's like, oh man. Um, that was hard to watch.
That was a painful cry. And I
Yeah.
mean that like in two ways. One, listening to it hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Mhm.
it was not a good cry, but it was perfect for the moment because that was a person who was going through tremendous pain and was
Yeah.
letting it out. Like it's not supposed to sound good.
It was almost like a cry for help.
probably
You know? Yeah.
it just like I just absolute pain and anguish. Like
Mm-hmm.
was feeling so much and had been holding on to it for so long. It just had to let it out. That's why we have rage rooms now.
Which I've never done. I would like to do
I would
one.
love to go around just breaking shit all day. Like
Breaking shit up.
3
Play
hours,
some like
take my money.
play some Limp Bizkit and break stuff. Yeah.
Oh man, if I had some,
Just one of those days, everything's fucked. And just like, smash everything. Yeah.
I'd have way too much fun with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I really like the red sweatband, like the armband.
Yeah.
That's a great symbolic, item that Ryota carries around. I like that he gives it to the mom at the end. Like, what did you think about that?
Mouthful of chips.
Yep.
So, I really liked it
Hmm.
because I think Ryota the entire movie has been kind of like we've said, is like trying to live up to his brother's reputation, trying to live up to his brother's legacy.
Yeah.
And that armband was always like his connection, his reminder and everything. And I think his mom had gotten to the point of like trying so hard to forget him, and got to the point where that recognition, like you no longer have anything that holds him close, but you're pushing me away, and this is something that combines us. Don't
Mhm.
forget him. Hold on to like the memory of him. And I think when she sees it and she recognizes it, like it was joy. Like she was so happy to have that reminder, because she had gotten rid of or hidden away all of the things that reminded her of him. And that was
Mhm.
something that not only was it a reminder, but it was something that her other son was using to kind of embolden or empower himself to kind of live in that legacy, to live up to the legend of his
Like, to
brother.
keep him close by.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
just like knowing that that armband meant so much to both of her sons, and he's sharing it with her of like, this is us. And like I think I can only imagine what that would mean from a mother of like, these are your sons, and like this is the deepest connection. This is a physical form of the deepest connection that they could have with you. And
Well, and the biggest way that you can um actually move on is, like, it starts with that, when you as the son and the mother can talk about the loved one that passed away. Like, keeping them alive is talking about them.
yeah.
Talking about it keeps their spirit alive when you talk about, their favorite foods, or your favorite memories with them, with each other,
Mm-hmm.
right? That because not only is mom and son bonding, right? But they're also keeping Soda alive by talking about him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that armband is like what is the catalyst that kind of starts that. It starts that healing between not only just the two of them, but to be able to move on and keep Soda's spirit alive. Mhm. Yep. Go for it.
Did you stay for the little cutscene?
Like at the very end, like post credit?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's nothing big or anything like that. but it shows their like little kitchen table with pictures, and on it is a picture of Soda. I think it might have the armband too. I can't remember. But it's kind of like that further cementation of like the acceptance and the moving on with their lives, like moving forward with their lives.
Like being able to put a picture up of him in the house.
Yes, like no longer trying to forget him, more moving forward and embracing his memory.
Embracing him, yeah.
So it's
One
just
of my favorite.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you're good.
One of my favorite moments was actually at the very end of that championship game, like the big game that they were playing. You know, when the Shohoku team like all gathers together and jumping for joy that they just won. I really like the bird's eye view camera shot and Ryota is looking up at his brother. I'm like, damn, that fucking got me right in the heart, because everyone else on the team, they're like huddling with each other. They're, you know, happy with each other. But then you see Ryota in the middle looking up at his brother of like, you would be so proud that we just beat the #1 high school team in Japan in the championships. Like, I wish
It's
you
not
could
the
be
championship.
here. Was it?
It's
what
just
was
to
it?
go to the championship.
Oh, the playoffs or whatever.
Yes. So for all you hockey fans out there, it's more like the Miracle on Ice, where you have to beat the unbeatable team to make it to the finals.
I see. Okay. Well, I knew that they beat the unbeatable team, then like the #1 team. I thought it was the championships. But anyway, so he just him looking up at in heaven, and just being so.
Could you
hopeful
imagine
that
if Ryota looked and pointed down, like
if
nodded
what?
instead of looking up and like, yeah, thank you, Soda. He points down. He's like, yeah, thank you, Soda.
But yeah, just like hoping that his brother would be so proud that his little brother, you know, beat the unbeatable team.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like, it's got me so curious about the show.
Yeah.
You had mentioned that the director, writer, creator, like he did this as kind of like an like an introduction for somebody who wouldn't have seen the show, didn't know anything about it, like
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's I think he did such a good job, because again, you get enough information about all of the characters that you understand their motivations, but you don't need anything more than that. But if you watch the show, like, these are main characters. I was looking through, like, snooping through the IMDb stuff on him. Like, these are the characters. This is the team. Like, this movie, I was trying to describe it to Jamie. I'm like, it's a prequel, sequel kind of a thing. Like, it's kind of an origin story, but it's also kind of like possibly within the story of the movie, of the show. Like, so it's like, I don't know how you would describe this, but
I thought it was like just after the manga, from what I read. It was like either the end of the manga or like just after the ending of the manga.
Maybe
it's still within like the timeline of the original.
that's what I think, because I want to say what I was looking at was the show had, I think it was 3 seasons.
Yeah, it was 93 to 96 or something like that.
I believe so. So it's I'm trying to pull it up right now. 93 to 96, 102 episodes.
Dang.
It says technically 1 season, which that's on par for although
anime, yeah.
But that being said, it does change it. Cuz that could mean that within that 102 episodes, it's leading up to this game. Like, if it was 3 seasons, absolutely, I could believe that, like, this is like the pinnacle of season 1. Like, it all led up to this game in season 1. But because it's season. It's one season, 105 episodes or whatever. I'm like, I could see it. I could see that being the end of the series.
Yeah. I wonder if all of the flashbacks with the players on the team are like a bunch of episodes.
I think some of them are directly from it because, like I said, the what's the redhead kid's name again?
Ryota?
Ryota. No, Ryota is Miyagi. Redhead.
Sota?
No, redhead.
Oh, Sakuragi?
Sakuragi. Yes, he is the main character, and
Right.
when we get his little flashback of like, oh, you're this super cute girl. Yeah, I love basketball. You're her brother, but like all that stuff, like getting like that, I believe is it's got to be straight from the anime, because that's when you go on IMDb, you read the synopsis of it. It's about a freshman at Shohoku High School who joins the basketball team because of a girl he has a crush on. Like that's what you're telling me is the premise. This dude joins the team because of a girl he has a crush on. And then you show me that origin of him joining the team because a girl he has a crush on. That's got to be like episode 1. You good over there, man?
It's getting a little stuffy in here.
Get a little stuffy. I feel you. So yeah, I think I would imagine that those little flashbacks and stuff of like the origin stories and stuff, I think are probably pulled not directly from the anime, but like they probably happened in the anime and were reanimated.
Yeah, but they were just kind of formatting it for the sake of the movie. So you kind of get a little bit of all of it, you know.
You get you get enough origin story that you understand the context that you need to for that character.
So I guess the one that I didn't fully understand, like how they got to the point, was the guy with the long hair. So Ryota, you know, makes a bet with him that if he loses, he has to cut his hair and go bald.
Yeah.
How did they get into contact? Were they like, are they students at the same school, or like what brought them together?
The whole thing that kind of like sparked their stuff was when they bumped into each other. So yes, they go to the same school.
Okay.
They bump into each other, and
What was his name?
Ryota doesn't back down, and he kind of says some shit to him. It's like, I'd kick your ass in one-on-one kind of a thing, because this is the thing where I imagine within the show, like, there's more context, because a lot of these guys seem to have some sort of backstory of, like, the great at basketball, the best at basketball, and, like, haven't got, like, just don't join the team anymore, or fell off with the team. Because it seemed like the whole haircut thing was probably something within his backstory.
Like from the show?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. So it's
Or was it just the bet? Like,
well,
if I beat you, you have to cut your hair, and like that was it.
Well, that's the thing, is like they don't really have they never follow through with that bet in the sense that we see it. What we see is they get into a fight, and Ryota holds his own. I think he breaks the dude's nose. Like, I mean, he fucks him up pretty good, but it's 1 versus 5, so of course they kick his ass. But he put up a fight. You got to give him that. He put up a hell of a fight.
It was Mitsui. Yeah, it was Mitsui.
Who was the other guy? So you've got Ryota.
So Rukawa was like Mitsui, but with like the slightly longer hair, like the bangs.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't really focused on that much.
Was he okay? The guy with
he was the one that they said that he couldn't shoot the 3-pointers, I think.
The guy that had like the slightly longer hair, that was more like
the slightly longer black hair, like the bowl cut kind of.
I thought that no. Yes, that's not the guy who had the long hair before.
No, Mitsui was the guy with the long hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was the guy that had the bad knee? Was that the kid with the like?
That was the kid with the longer black hair. So Rukawa.
Okay. Yeah. Did we get any sort of backstory on him? I feel like
there was a scene. Yes. I remember the image where I think it was like a POV of Rukawa, he's like looking down at his knee and he puts his hand over his knee, but I can't remember what caused that. I think it was really quick.
I remember.
Because I remember at the very beginning in the intro, I remember when each of them are getting drawn, you see like a knee brace on his knee, which I didn't catch the first time, but I caught it the second time.
Interesting. Yeah, I remember that scene where he looks down and he holds his knee and stuff too. But I'm like, what's sparking?
Yeah, I can't
that?
remember what it was from. And then obviously we've been talking about Sakuragi, the red hair guy, and then I think Goliath was Akagi, the brute looking dude.
Yeah.
His beef with the Shano or Sano's team, the guy with like the really like dimple cheeks. Remember he had these cheeks that like stuck out and it kind of made his face look like a diamond. You know what I'm talking about?
Was it the bigger guy? Was it the big guy
Like
or the
his,
bigger
essentially
guy?
his like his body doppelganger from the other team. They were like the same size, like bodybuilder status.
Not the other guy that they brought in. The first guy, not the second guy that they brought in to cover him.
I don't remember which order.
Okay, trying to find like a good shot of the kid. I think I know exactly what you're talking about, but I'm just
Yeah, he had very like pronounced like cheekbones, and he was bald. He had like buzz cut.
Yeah,
he was like darker skin.
Yeah. I know what you're talking
Very
about.
deep voice. I looked up the Shohoku team, but let me look up Sano. There was only one character really from the Sano team that we kind of got a little bit of backstory with, but not a whole lot. It's this guy. Let me see if I can show it to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that was Goliath's kind of like 1v1 runner-up. But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. I liked the beef that those two had. Like, it was a good rivalry. God, I liked how they constantly were surprising each other. Where they would like, what was the white team? The Sano.
Sano. SANNOH. Sano.
Those guys, like, it was when they started just kind of running the board, like, we figured out the game, we've got you, and they're just racking it up and like casual, but then the other guys, like, they kind of figure out, like, okay, we've got to adjust, we've got to come up with a new game plan, and they start playing a little bit differently. Now we've got a new strategy and stuff. It's like, I like that there were those moments where they would surprise each other, especially with Sakuragi.
The red hair?
Yes.
Yeah, Sakuragi.
Like when he would show up, like the fact that they're like, all right, I need you to change your game plan. You're going to get all of the rebounds. Go fucking nuts for that ball, man. Like, you fucking get it.
Yeah.
And he's like, yes, I can do that. Like it totally changed everything for him. And he started becoming like this. He's all over the place. He's a monster for that ball. Like, I mean, he was running up on people and getting the ball from behind.
Dude,
like,
the amount of I don't know what the basketball term is, but I'm gonna call it like volleyball spikes.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's the exact same motion.
Yeah.
He did probably like between 5 and 10 of those. Just that we saw, He was really good at defense on that. Yeah.
It worked well for him.
All right. What do we have left?
I'm trying to think of some other scenes that aren't basketball.
Oh, I think we kind of mentioned it a little bit, but the birthday cake scene.
Yeah.
I thought this was a really powerful one too. So we learned that the brothers have the same birthday, just 3 years apart.
Yeah.
And I thought it was super interesting how they, would have a cake and I think it said "Happy Birthday, Ryoto and
Sato and
sorry,
Ryota.
yeah, Sota and Ryoto and Ryota. God damn it! Now you got me confused. um, but then the flashback is like they would break it in half,
Hmm.
so their names could be on like their own piece after they cut the cake. I thought that's just a really cool. That's like one of those childhood memories that would just stick with you forever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're 10 years old or if you're both 85 and 88 years old. Like you would just do that every year.
Well, and it's
Um,
an interesting thing too when you think about, like, the mom either bought or made the cake, made the decoration, and it's been 8 years, however long since
I think it was 9.
yeah, 9 years since he's passed,
Yeah.
and they're still doing it.
Hmm.
Like, so there's something to be said. Like, is it tradition? Is it something that Ryota specifically wants? Like, it's like, on one hand, it could be very nice that they still do it, but you also notice that the mom again keeps her back the entire time. He eats
You
his
never see
entire
her face in this scene.
he eats his entire piece and he dips out. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, hell, I don't think we technically see a slice for mom. Like, the girl cuts her like a small slice, but I
Yeah.
like whatever.
Yeah.
But Sada,
Ryota.
no, the older brother,
Oh, the older brother, Sota. Yeah.
Soda. He he still gets a slice.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's one of those things. That's one of those scenes where I feel like you can dissect it a billion different ways.
Hmm. The thing that I found interesting was when Ryota takes his half of that little decoration and then crumbles it. Like, does he do that every year, or was this the first time he did that?
Was this the first time that she's done the
The
little tag?
decoration?
Yeah, like, is it the first time she's done the
Mm.
tag in 9 years? Like, that's what I'm saying, is like, you could dissect this a billion different ways.
Yeah.
Was it her way of trying to be like, like, yay, we're gonna start remembering him, or I'm gonna try and start remembering him or acknowledging him? Like, could it? I don't know.
Or maybe that tag was just used. Oh no, because they broke it in half every year.
Yeah.
It seems like. I was gonna say maybe it was like reused.
Well, it's like chocolate or something.
Yeah, it's like cracker, chocolate, something. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it really. I feel like I might be able to pull context from the show. Like, it's pissing me off that it just makes me want to watch the show.
Just not knowing.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like I could have answers.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, that maybe I just start reading the manga.
Yeah. I mean, the show is on Netflix too.
Oh shoot, it is. I might just start
Yeah.
watching the show.
I might start watching it too. Yeah.
I forgot
Then
that
we
it
can
was
chat
on.
about it. Ooh, I like this.
Well, I just watched. I finished watching the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender, season 1. So I'm kind of excited for
The
season
live
2.
action,
Yeah,
is it good?
I really liked it. I think what's important to note is that they like really combine a lot of the episodes. So, like, they take a lot of the story arcs from a bunch of different episodes, get rid of all of the filler stuff, and just kind of squeeze it into an episode,
I see.
which is not a bad thing, but it does feel like they're kind of rushing it a little bit in
Yeah.
some regard. But like, I've enjoyed this. I'm excited for season 2. Especially, I think this means we get to meet Toph. So yeah, I'm excited for season 2.
Okay. I watched the anime like several years ago.
I love
It's
the
like
anime.
5 or 6 seasons of it. Something
It's
like
3 seasons of Avatar: The Last Airbender, 3 seasons of Korra, Legend of
oh,
Korra.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's 3 seasons each.
that. Okay.
Although Korra might be
Yeah.
4 seasons.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Korra show, like the spinoff, but I did watch Avatar.
I like Korra. I like Korra. There's a 3rd season they're working on now too.
Oh, they're still in the process. Okay.
Yeah.
Process of it,
There's
yeah.
it's not that new of a, but it's fairly recent development.
Okay.
But yeah. So anyway, anime,
Yeah.
mangas, fun stuff. Let's go watch Slam Dunk on Netflix.
Yeah. It's just, I just, it's crazy too because you would never think like basketball in Japan.
Mm.
Like I've never had that thought, you know. And I like that this movie kind of opens you up to that.
I agree. Because
You know?
I think it's far too easy to forget like the influence that sports has in the world.
Like apparently baseball is huge in Japan.
I mean, baseball is huge all over.
I mean, it's an American sport.
It's
You know,
America's
for-
pastime, but like, is it America's
Yeah.
sport? I mean, I would. Hell, watch the Little League World Series, man. Like, it's impressive. Those like the athletes of the world are really impressive.
Mhm.
Americans do
Yeah.
not have a monopoly on baseball playing.
They do on American football, but yeah, baseball is pretty. It's pretty worldwide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing, you know, like when I think was it soccer is the world's pastime because all it requires is a ball, right? Like
Yeah.
anybody can play it with a ball, so
Mm-hmm.
it's a great sport for that. But baseball is like next best thing. You need a ball and a stick.
I would say basketball because
And maybe
you can essentially play by yourself.
and maybe that's the what was I saying? Were we saying this last week about like sports and stuff of like how
Oh,
like,
yeah. We were talking about the like accessibility
yeah,
to playing a sport.
yes,
Whereas
because like,
I think basketball
basketball.
basketball was the number one most accessible because you essentially if you make a point,
Mhm.
you can just immediately play again versus with baseball if you hit the ball then you need to like go out and get the ball. You need someone to pitch it to you. Or with soccer, like yeah, you can kick a goal, but there's a little bit more distance. You know, you don't have a goalie. Whereas in basketball, you don't have a goalie for the hoop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Basketball, you can truly work on your skills and fundamentals without needing anybody present.
I would say it's the most, like percentage wise, yes, the most you could work on yourself. You still need like a defense player to really perfect your skills, but yes, I would say so. Yeah,
So yeah,
that's a good. Yeah.
but as you were saying, like I think it's why like it's such a good thing that or impressive thing that basketball is so prominent in Japan. And maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Yeah.
Like maybe we have like a skewed view based off of this.
Based on the
manga.
movie,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
Well, the Sano team is based off of a real Japanese high school team, so
well,
I believe it. You know?
I do believe that youth sports worldwide has a decent enough following that like if you're in the right location, if you're in the right spot, like hell yeah, they take it that serious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm trying to think like what's left. I think did we do all of the Shohoku team kind of characters? Did we kind of discuss them all?
I think so. I mean, there's not a whole lot to dig into
Like the
with
prominent ones, yeah.
there's not a whole lot to dig into with Goliath. We didn't really talk about the enemy player.
Oh,
which
was it Sakawida? What was his name?
I'll believe it. I don't know. I don't know. But I really like his arc too, to where at no point
Sawakita. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yes, I like how with his character they give us backstory, they give us drive, and at no point do they ever make him like a villain. Like he's never the bad guy. He's just an antagonist. He's that tough guy that like, how do I beat him? How do I beat him? But he's not an aggressor. He's not saying horrible things. Like he is a competitor and he is tough to beat. And when you get that kind of connection of like him asking, praying, I guess, for like the wisdom of like what am I missing? What like give me the experience I need. And that experience is this loss. Like that's a powerful thing. And I really like that while this was we're highlighting the win, the victory for our guy, we're also showing like there is benefit to defeat. Like nobody likes losing, but there is benefit to it.
Like there's an experience to be gained from it.
Yes.
Like it's the scene after the game when you see all of the Sano players walking the hall and you see was it Sawakita, you
Mhm.
see him just kind of lean against the wall and just like fall down and like head in hands, and then the camera just kind of pulls back a little bit, and even for being the best player on the unbeatable team, um for us to see him experience a loss like was really powerful, because that makes that'll probably make him more humble, right? But then if he's still truly passionate about basketball, he'll still be competitive, right? If you can accept your losses, like you're winning. You know what I mean? Because then all you have to do is just get back out there again. And I think that's why the ending to this movie is so perfect.
Yeah.
Because like I said, we see Ryota and um Kawasita. Kawasita? That doesn't sound right. Sawakita. See, that's the name I'm not gonna remember. That Ryota and Sawakita, when they play for the college teams, like we're seeing them go head to head again, but like at the college level, and like they're keeping that competition alive, you know, even though you know they have beaten each other in games before, they still have that drive, that motivation to compete again. um and that's never just one side that takes all the time. Like it's good to have that balance of win and lose.
I like too that it's explained that they're in the same age group, so that
Yeah,
it's known that these guys compete against each other many more times, I'm sure,
yeah.
throughout high school. Because I think at this point they're juniors. No, they're sophomores. They're
Well,
second
they were
years.
17 for
17.
that playoff game, right? Because doesn't Ryota say like, "Oh man, this kid is 17. Like he's the same age as me, and he's like so much more pro than I am," or something like along those lines.
So likely he would have been junior.
Yeah,
Junior, maybe. No, definitely not senior, but I would say like junior, maybe sophomore.
yeah,
So yeah, it's I like knowing and seeing that like where they were in this first game where they're competing against each other and kind of gaining that respect, gaining the experience of like it's when you win every game, you feel like you can't lose, and like it's important to know that you can't win every game.
yeah.
And he gains that experience, and by the time they see each other at the end, like again having competed against each other, I'm sure multiple times, they meet each other with respect. Like there's that nod of like, yep,
Yeah, exactly.
it's good to see you again.
Now let's go at it.
Exactly. It's like best of luck
Yeah.
to you. Like there is
Yeah.
respect there, and now it's like, all right, we're gonna compete, and I know what this guy's like.
That was this ending to this movie is such a perfect ending in my opinion. I mean, minus the whole. I mean, I'm sorry. Plus the whole, beach scene with Ryota and his mom. Like, that's really the true ending of this movie. Um, the college basketball scene was just kind of like a bonus ending.
Yeah.
But to end this movie with the beginning of a new era, it shows us that obviously, and also we see the Ryota, he's more jacked. Like he works out, like he's building himself up literally, and like, he's continuing his passion, right? And like, and then now he's at a point where people can no longer say like definitely no longer say, oh, like he'll never be as good as his brother, right? And like he's finally gotten to a place where he's made resolutions with his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he's doing amazing at basketball. He did accomplish his goal of wanting to play in the U.S. I'm pretty sure he says that in the beginning. Um, and just like healthy competition. It's a perfect bow tie on the end of the story.
Yeah, I'll give you that. All right, I am gonna say though, I need to try and wrap it up because I have
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah.
I've got to be at work early.
Speaking of
tomorrow.
wrapping it up, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I really don't have much else.
Okay.
I think I have a quote.
I was gonna say, if you have any quotes.
Yeah, I just have the one quote. It's from the coach. Um, he says, "The moment you decide to give up, the game is over." Like, holy shit, that's such a good quote for life.
Yeah.
Not just sports, but with anything.
Yeah.
Just the moment you give up for anything, like it's over.
It's not the first time I've heard the quote, and it's certainly been like used differently, but
Yeah.
I like that concept of if you're quitting, if you don't think you can do it, you've already lost.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You gotta go in with some level of confidence. Or at least fight like hell to not make it go the other way.
Like I've probably heard this. It's probably like giving up is accepting defeat or something like that. Yeah.
Never give up. Never surrender.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Your final thoughts and
Um,
who won?
no real final thoughts. I think that, and I'll just tie it into my who won the movie.
Okay.
Writer director. I believe like he wins this movie, and part of the reason being is like did such a successful job with this movie that I am 100% intrigued by his anime. I'm intrigued by his manga. Like I want to know. I'm very curious in this story, and I think what he set out to do with this movie, he succeeded. It's beautiful, it's artistic, and it is a good story. It's done really well, and I'm really impressed knowing that this is a side character in another series. Like I mean, like you focused on an entirely different person for years, I'm sure, and now you've written a different story for this guy. You've given him a full backstory, a full history, and it fits in with everything else, I'm sure, perfectly. So it's just really impressive, and again for him being creator of the original thing and writer director of this, like kudos. This is all you, man.
Okay.
And to be the most like what is it, basketball, like the most profitable basketball movie in the world.
The highest grossing basketball movie. Yeah. Especially for it coming out in COVID times.
Yeah. Was it 2022?
Yeah. All right. Final thoughts. I really like this movie. It's probably like top 20 movies for me.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really good. I really like it. I'll definitely watch it again. Yeah, I'll definitely watch it again for sure in the future. But just super well done. Really enjoyed this talk.
Yeah.
It's not very often. It's just a dynamic duo.
Yeah.
For the majority of it, but we got Jen for a little bit, a little sprinkle.
We had Jen.
Yeah. But Brian, I hope you watched the movie at least, and if you didn't like it, hopefully you enjoyed the talk. Um, you know, I'm really, I, of all four of us, I'm actually really curious on what Brian's opinion is of this movie.
I do hope you
Um,
watched it.
Yeah, I do hope he at least watched it. Um, it just kind of maybe he'll give us like a rundown, like a little clip notes of what he thought about it sometime. But yeah, who won the movie for me? I'm gonna give an honorable mention to two people. Um, Sakuragi definitely gets an honorable mention. He's a very prolific character. I understand he's a main in the series, but even as like a support character in this movie, he means so much,
Mm-hmm.
or stands for so much, I should say. And then also honorable mention, which kind of leads into my winner, um, Ryota. Um, the 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 way he carries himself in this movie, the way he overcomes things, the way he has to deal with things, it's not easy, and it seems like he's doing his best with what he's given. Um, which leads me to the winner, and I think is healing.
Healing.
You know,
Okay.
healing is what wins this movie because that's ultimately what the resolution is of this entire story is, you know, a broken family is healed.
Hmm.
You know, that's really what the whole 2 hours is like comes to. Um, the journey was bumpy for sure, but the fact that they got there, you know, we stayed for the result of them healing their trauma and being able to accept, you know, the loss of a family member and deal with grief, um, in a way that they can move on in a much more positive way. So yeah, healing wins the movie for me.
Healing. Okay.
Yeah, a little unorthodox of a
Mm.
winner, but
Not any more unorthodox than love.
yeah. Love is just so overused as winners.
Sorry, Jen.
Yeah, sorry, Jen.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is a wrap on the first slam dunk. I think this was a good chat. I just the two of us, but I think we did all right. We held our own. We had plenty to say.
Yeah.
This was
I
a
think
good
we covered it all.
I think we did. We did great.
Yeah. I think we did a good job.
We should be proud of ourselves. But I think you know, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna have another great week next week with Airbud. So
Totally different basketball.
it's gonna be
movie.
a completely different vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this was a great chat. Thank you, Nick, for picking this movie because I never would have picked it for myself. And if you've turned me into a fan of the anime, I'm gonna hate you, but I'm also gonna love you for it. So let's see what happens after 104 episodes. Yep. So that is a wrap on the first slam dunk. It's not the catchiest of titles. A little tough to say. But the first slam dunk.
Sometimes I want to say the final.
The final,
like the final slam dunk.
Yeah, I could see it.
Like both kind of sound, you know, they roll off the tongue. But
It's definitely a little easier to say.
yeah.
But okay. Yep, that is it for our chat on the first slam dunk. Hope you enjoyed it. We certainly did. But you can follow us on Instagram at good.flickas. Give us a like, give us a follow, share, do all of the things. You can follow us here on YouTube at GoodFlickas. And tune in next week for our chat on Airbud, continuing and rounding out our March Madness month, focusing on basketball. That was not planned, but, you know, effective nonetheless. We got it done. We're gonna have ourselves a nice little basketball month. Once again, follow us here on YouTube. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe, hit that thumbs up, hit all of the stuff. Share us with your friends. And you can send us an email at goodflickas2020@gmail.com. Let us know how we're doing. Give us some advice. We'd love to hear from you. Other than that, thank you again for all of those celebrating St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. Sláinte, cheers, prost. Have a great time. Again, drink responsibly. But you know,
Lads.
there it is. There it is. But Nick, did you want to try and wrap us up for the evening?
Ooh. Okay. I totally was not even thinking about that.
We never do until it gets to this
I know.
point. Even Brian doesn't think about it.
Well, thank you guys for listening to us chat about a very heavy movie. But you miss every shot you don't take. And the game is over when you give up. So don't give up. We'll see you next week.
there's something you see in me, 'cause I see the same in you. I know that there's more than meets the eye, 'cause you light up my world tonight. So we should be floating to wherever we're going, 'cause if the sky is an ocean, then we're going slow motion. Then we're going slow motion. Then we're going slow motion. I know that there's something you see in me, 'cause I see the same in you. I know that there's more than meets the eye, 'cause you light up my world tonight. So we should